What's going on YouTube? It's Eric6554 here, and I'm bringing you another knife review. And it is of the Cold Steel Kukri Machete. What you doing, buddy? I've had this knife about 4 months. I've tested it pretty well. I used it camping, and then we had a tree in our backyard we had to get rid of. We cut down, and I used this for some of the work as well as small stuff, and I did one of the main limbs of the tree with it. I was surprised. Anyway, I'll get started on the knife. I paid $30 for this knife. It is a Cold Steel Kukri Machete. These are made in Cold Steel's plant in South Africa. It is a I think it's 1055 carbon steel. It's got an anti-rust matte finish. Sheath has two clips. It's also the sheath is made in Taiwan. It's a standard Cordura sheath. I'm gonna buy the blade. Weighs 16 ounces. It's a full tang blade as far as I know, except to here. It's got the hole in the grip for the lanyard. The blade is 5/16, or not 5/16. Sorry, it's giving me metric. 2.75 millimeters thick. And it's got you're talking about a 13-inch blade. Kukri is definitely a good heavy machete. It's a good knife in general, the style. This is probably not the Cold Steel version, but this knife, just in general, the Kukri, is probably the most feared knife on the battlefield. Been wielded very successfully by the Gurkhas in Nepal, pretty much like Britain's, kind of like the French Foreign Legion, but Britain's mercenaries. Those crazy bastards, well, they are pretty crazy. I heard a story about a couple of them, like during World War II, where they couldn't get their plane to land. They couldn't touch down. There was a parachute division, and they jumped with no parachutes, but the plane went down to like 30 feet or something, and they jumped out of the back. Crazy, but anyway, we'll get back to the knife. Comes with an okay edge. I've resharpened it quite a few times. I've beat the living hell out of this thing. Got a good edge on it now. You can't get, I don't know if you can get this razor sharp because of the steel, or I'm not that great of a sharpener with a knife sharpener. However, the weight on this thing is great. With the weight, the way the balance is up here. So when you're chopping, okay, you get a good weight and a good amount of force. I split some pretty good wood with it. I've chopped a couple tree limbs down with it. For $30, it's a good machete. I like it better than that piece of shit Gerber Gator machete that I bought. That thing's not even full tang. And it's not even have a lot of weight for chopping. It's more of a saw with a knife edge. This thing, though, is made for chopping. It's got a polypropylene handle. The handle is checkered, so it does feel good in your hand, like it's not going anywhere. All in all, just a really good stout knife. When I go camping, this goes with me. It's probably be my primary knife if my primary fixed blade, if things went bad and I had to carry only one fixed blade. Be a probably pretty good toss-up between this and my K-bar. But all in all, I love this knife. I'm debating on getting one of the Kukris in the from Cold Steel and the SK5 steel, but those are like $300. Maybe I'll get lucky and find it on one of the eBay stores for a little bit less, because one store on eBay has the Cold Steel Trailmaster for $150 in the SK5 steel. But it's a pretty good knife. I like it a lot. Not the biggest knife guy though. Don't know too much about him. I view him more as tools. This thing chops really well. And for 30 bucks, you really can't go wrong. I picked this up at the flea market, and typically right here you'll see a sticker. It'll say Cold Steel, Kukri Machete, and then it'll say made in South Africa. Cold Steel also does a bunch of other models of their machetes. These are the Latins. I don't know if I'll never get one of those. Kukri, which I have. I'm thinking of getting this Bolo one if I can find it and mess with it. And then this is the Panga. This is popular in African bush Africa, and that's a real stout, heavy machete. Bolo machete, popular in the Philippines and Mexico. And then the Kukri machete. Kukri actually started off as a farm implement. So for that, I've chopped roots in our backyard when we were putting in the new patio and just all kinds of shit. Quick update. All my guns now that I own so far have been fired, so I'm probably going to do some gun reviews coming up, debating on whether or not what to do the next one on. So anyway, Eric6554 here. And I'm out, but it's a good boy, Cooper. Come here, buddy. Come on, I know you're tired. Yeah, wow.